come with me for my ACL surgery, an early wake up of 5:30 a.m. I couldn't drink any more water after 6 a.m. and the last time I could eat was at midnight. Booked in for an overnight stay, so I had my bags packed for that, and then we left at about 6:15 a.m. It was a 45-minute car journey over to the hospital. Checked in and got to the hospital at 7 o'clock. It's a bit of a weird situation, sort of in this lobby, waiting to be taken to the room. I presume everyone else here as well was waiting for some sort of surgery. But shortly after, about 5 or 10 minutes after this, I was taken to my room where I would be staying. Nice enough room, had a little TV, but nothing too special. During this time, from 7:15 to 8:30, the nurse came in and went through all my details that they already had, checking that everything was up to date and correct, that I was in for the right surgery, and sort of talked me through what the day would look like and how she could help and if anything she could do. The chef, the person taking the food order, came in for my lunch and dinner and also my breakfast for tomorrow morning. The anaesthetist came in as well and chatted to me about what she was going to do, putting me to sleep, what drugs I would get after for the painkillers. The physio came in and chatted about what the procedure was going to be and how they would help after surgery, and then also going forward over the next week or so, what exercise I needed to do. And of course, the surgeon came in and chatted with me about what he was going to do, expectations, and all that kind of thing. So yeah, as I said, it took about an hour, and then at 8:30 I walked over to surgery and had the surgery. This is me back in the room post-surgery, pretty dazed, and I wasn't in pain at this point, which was good. I was just having a tea, getting some liquid in me, and as you can see, pretty dazed still, a bit drugged up from the painkillers, but I was awake and knew what was going on. Lunchtime, I had ordered a jacket potato with some beans and cheese. I had some tuna mayonnaise coming with this as well, with a little dessert. Pretty decent food, to be honest, for hospital food, but pretty decent in general. Here's a little look of what I had on. So I had this ice compression on called a Physio Lab that you can see right now. I kept sort of tensing my quad to make sure that everything was working. As I said, I was in no pain. And then I have another sort of compression thing on my left leg, just making sure that no blood clots were going to happen. It helped keep circulation going. The sock as well was for compression and circulation to reduce any blood clots. And here's the machine. Unbelievable little machine, to be fair. You put water and ice in it, and then it pumps that cold ice water with some compression through the leg. Here's a look of me a little bit less dazed at this point with the setup. All looks very serious. But as I said, I wasn't in any pain. I was taking pain meds, I was getting looked after, and all is well at this point. Fuel, get a bit of protein intake, and then time for some dinner. I went for a cheese and ham omelette with a little Rice Krispie and some orange juice. As I said, the food was pretty decent, but at this point I was getting ready to go home. So this is the way back. As I said earlier on, I was booked in for an overnight stay, but everything was fine. There wasn't excessive bleeding. The pain was under control. I was up and about. The physio had come in and I'd seen her, and it was all good for me to go home, and so I wanted to. Here's me back at home with some ice. I did order a Physio Lab, but it wasn't getting here till the next day, so just this ice would have to do for the time being. Watching some TV. Off to bed, and here's a look at the bandage. I took the tuber grip off and I just have these socks on, which add a bit of compression and reduce any chances of getting any blood clots. Feeling it a bit right now, still painkillered up, taking the meds. Here's the bandages, looks pretty clean at this point. There was some bleeding underneath before I left hospital, but it was all under control now. And that quad, I kept squeezing that quad and activating it, making sure that I could get into extension, which, as you continue to watch the videos, you will see is a major part of recovering. So the next morning, slept pretty good. I was setting my alarm every 4 hours to take pain meds because it's better to keep on top of the pain and take them before you get pain, because if you get that in wave of pain, it's very tough to get out of it. So I kept waking up to take those pain meds, and the recovery process just starts now. Icing, keeping it elevated, making sure that quad and the surrounding muscles are switched on, trying to reduce swelling as much as possible. And so, as I said, this recovery process starts already. Here I am taking these injections which they gave me to take along with loads of other stuff, and this is basically to keep my blood nice and thin, reduce any chances of some blood clots, which is a possibility after surgery, especially when you're not as mobile. But as someone young, and I was already up and out of bed and things like that, the chances of blood clots are quite slim, but I did what I was told and carried on injecting myself. They were pretty painful, to be fair. Not going in, it was after. It would hurt, but it's not too bad. And then the physio lab arrived, so I've got that connected in way better than just normal ice, and so all is good. I appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe and follow along the journey of recovery. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you on the next video.